Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Arctic Convoy. Now, as you all know, this coming week, it went to all Tier 9s, basically, and Tier 8s. So we really have seen a different number of ships come in. I've been running it a few times a day, and I've been seeing a lot of Illinois, a lot of Woojins, and a couple Michelangelos, and, you know, Clevelands and everything. So our team is Iowa, Illinois, Woojin, Buffalo, Alaska, and the Cleveland, with myself and the Michelangelo. Now, for any of you that managed to get the Michelangelo in the Dockyard, it's a really good ship. I saw quite a few of them in flagship operations with the buffs and everything and torpedoes. Yeah, I saw some pretty ridiculous stuff happen with a Michelangelo. And I am working on a list of ships that are really so brain dead that you can just take an ops and you'll literally get victories in. And I mean, even I play those brain dead ships. Because there are days that I just don't want to grind. I want to just play and just have fun. Farm some XP, farm some credits, just do all that. So I am working on that list of ships. I've got some of them down, but I'm still waiting to go through a few more of them. Some of them I don't have in my port, but some, honestly, a huge part of these on the list don't need an introduction at all. Everyone's familiar with them. And the ships really do speak for themselves. But as far as this op goes, I really do like this op much more now that I'm in a Michelangelo. It feels so much more comfortable. I feel like I can actually do something. Give or take, Michelangelo's secondaries do part of the work, but also a good part of it's also in the aims, considering I only get 2 guns in the middle that are 360s, but are only 8 barrels. And to give you an idea, I rarely ever use my Michelangelo. I rarely ever use it. I've maybe used it in an ops maybe once, and then I just kind of put it back in storage. So this is honestly the very first time that I've actually been really using this ship.
Ship is on fire.
But we do have Sanzanetti on, and we do get our kill, which increases our main battery range. Now, if we were to get 100 main battery hits, we get the consumable one that goes off, increases our consumable, so our engine boost, hydro, smoke screen, all that gets increased. Very unlikely you'll get it to happen just because you've only got 8 guns. The dispersion's kind of wonky at times, and they have that 23-second reload. Now that is stock reload without any module on. I took the 6 module slot and actually switched on secondaries. So basically turned it into a mini Napoli. And that's really how you want to run it. It's basically like a mini Napoli. Although, let's be honest, if it had to be between this ship and Napoli, I would absolutely go Napoli any day. But I mean, we're doing a pretty good job. Our 2 crew battleships up north are going to get that other Liberty ship started. We have Alaska escorting the south. I'm staying with the Dawn up here. trailing up the end are the Cleveland and the Buffalo. Now, look at the Iowa. He is at 65K and counting. And Illinois is also like, what was that, about 50,000? But he's also taking, we'll say about 50,000 to start off with. Then he turns in. Now, don't get me wrong, Illinois and Iowa are great ships. By far, they are amazing ships. But I think their heyday has passed. I think they are honestly antiques at this point because they've been so power crept by every new ship in the game, from Los Andes to HE spammers. And it is just really like, you don't see the ships. You see more, and you see a lot of Iowas and Ops, but let's be honest, they're not the best ships anymore. And we look at this Iowa, who's literally just bout tanking these guys. He's still at a slight angle, so he is taking armor piercing, but he's literally just melting under this fire. I mean, he's obviously gonna die. I kind of knew he was gonna die once he kind of charged in there, or not charged in there, but kind of got himself stuck. And I mean, most people would think, well, Illinois is a battleship. No, it's really just a cruiser, because it has cruiser caliber guns, so it's literally just a giant cruiser with Iowa hull. And you would think that would make it more tanky. Honestly, from the times I played my Illinois, I don't see it as that tanky. I really don't. I think it's actually a very squishy ship that really any other battleship could easily outdo it in a one-on-one fight, even with its fast reload. And we do see he's shooting armor piercing, but you do see he is bouncing off the Leipzig and the New York and all those. He really should be shooting armor piercing until he gets more of an into that sweet spot. It looks like he does get a good angle there. But Iowa goes down. He just could not take that kind of firepower. And Illinois he focuses the weaker ships, but not the ship that really should be focused, which is the Schroeder. Because the Schroeder is actually the more scary ship. And like he says, oh, focus on the FDG, and I'm like, we've got 3 ships coming up the back, all of them cruisers with decent HE penetration, and I'm thinking as I'm doing this, I'm like, why? Because I'm literally just gonna drive by this thing and just torp the hell out of it, and then just finish it off. So it's like there is no point. So they've dropped like what, 15K off of it? That's not a huge amount. Yeah, like 15K, and it's maybe 5,000. They dropped like 30K off of it. And it's just kind of like, really, why? And that would just give me something to point out. I mean, I feel like people panic when they see in these ops, when they see a battleship or something get super close, they're like, oh, focus this guy down real quick. And I'm like, if anything, I'm more scared of the DDs because those torpedoes will kill the transports faster than a battleship will. Where we see that Illinois is starting to fall out of the heel circle. And he's got a permanent, well, he did have a fire on him, but he's only like, what, 30,000? You would think that'd be quite a bit for a battleship, but I'll be honest, even that much HP literally it does not tank. This ship does not tank. If anything, it's better to go on the offensive. But honestly, would I recommend you getting this ship for research points? Honestly, no. I would, if you wanted a battleship that had more ability to do target hits, just get the Irresistible. Irresistible is 10 times better. And I do have a review on that coming out. It's slow. I've got the footage recorded. I just need to do the import part. But Illinois just isn't a good ship anymore. I've played Irresistible versus Illinois, and I'll be honest, I like my Irresistible 10 times better than my Illinois. I feel like my Irresistible is even much more tankier. Has a lot more going for it than Illinois. We get a nice 3100 on the Schultz, and we pick him up.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Now it's kind of like at this point that I am like, okay, it's gonna be it might be pretty tough. I'm thinking we might not be able to get those cruisers or 7 kills at the very end, because I'm thinking. Now as far as this week's Dockyard missions go, as far as the 100 plane kills, honestly, you could do operations and hope you get Hermes, Raptor Rescue, Cherry Blossom, and really get in there and get those kills. But remember, you only take half those kills, plane kills. So if you get 30-some plane kills, you only get 19 counted. And I mean, we got 3 plane kills here. That's not a lot, but it adds up. But I would honestly recommend, if you're going to do that, do it in co-op. Because I just wanted to try it. I just did 1 match in co-op, and I was like, I'm going to take my Bearn with an Interceptor build into co-op, and I'm just going to hover around and play anti-CV protection. And I literally just sat outside with against a Wazer and just shot down like 30-some planes in a co-op battle. Like, I shot down at least 30 planes, and that really is like, yeah, just do it in co-op. If you do it, you'll probably be done in like 4 battles. If you're averaging like 20 plane kills, and you're obviously gonna crack 20 plane kills, because with an Interceptor build, you're gonna just be able to shoot everything down. I mean, that's just it. And we just see Alaska. He's full health. He's going into this. And you'll kind of see really why you don't want to bring in Alaska to this mode. I'll be honest, take a Michelangelo if you got it. Take a Buffalo, take a Cleveland, there's better ships than an Alaska. Alaska hits hard, don't get me wrong, it's a great ship.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
And it's a cruiser killer. But it also is a cruiser that does not do good against armor HE
Torpedoes, direct front.
and torpedoes, which these ops do have a ton of it.
Torpedoes to start.
And Buffalo dies to the torpedoes. So we're down to 3 ships now. We have to kill 7 ships. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe Alaska can get some, maybe I'll go up there and help the Alaska. Woojin, not really gonna be able to do stuff. We still are able to get the 2 transports out. So we want to get that. We get a nice 8,500 on the Nuremberg. Now again, he's 2/3 HP. But remember, he's got Merkers, he's got a Z31, he's got a lot of ships shooting at him right now. Secondaries pick up Leipzig, and we will kill the Nuremberg with our sap shells, so we literally just get 3 kills right there.
Cruiser destroyed.
And like, in all honesty, he could have really just put a ship in reverse and just tanked. But you just see that his health is just going down like ridiculously. He's dead. So he's managed to kill, well, I've killed 3 of the ships. And I mean, Alaska's kind of like this ship. It has a long reload. And it's just like, you're better off to take a ship that has better DPM. And we do see the shells coming in. And yeah, it's not doing too well.
Destroyer foundered.
We get 4 of the kills. I want to say he gets 1 kill. Now, solid armor piercing into a marker. At that range, you're just gonna literally just get overpinned. So use HE, because he doesn't take into account the caliber. If he had a lower caliber gun, like a Bearn, like a Bearn, Bayard or Cleveland, then the armor piercing would have worked. But you know, 305s are just gonna overpin. So we have to get 2 more kills. And the transports are getting pretty dang close. I dropped torps on Gustav, hoping he'll drive into them, but... And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take this torp. I'm gonna take a torp. There's no way I'm avoiding all these torps, so I'm taking one. And that's gonna be a permanent 30 seconds, which is really gonna hurt. Secondaries pick up the 6th, and I'm like, can I get that 7th destroyer, because the Graf Spee is right there, and I know I can't survive his torpedoes. Secondaries pick up the 7th ship.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Armor piercing. Try to aim for the Citadel, and 3 Citadels, and we pick up the Graf. So, yeah, this is why you want to take the Michelangelo. 405k, over 1 million credits, 7,200 ship XP, and with a gray booster, 1,900 free XP. These were gray boosters, the credits and the free XP. That was a gray booster. That was not a green booster. That was a gray booster. So you can imagine if that would have been a green booster or anything higher, that would have been a lot of credits. And so this is really the ship you want to take if you want to have an easy time getting the credits for Dockyard. Or sorry, what are we at? Week. Yeah, we're on week 4. So yeah, it's good to get potential, good to get the credits. Georgia, Michelangelo. You have those 2 ships, you're going to have an easy week. Take a Bearn into co-op with an Interceptor build. You'll easily get the 100 plane kills, and you're going to make your week a lot more easier. We end up being top of the team with 2090. Alaska is 31 or 1331, and then you just see it kind of drop. I mean, we did like 53,000, so they took 40,000 off that FDG. But you just kind of see it's nothing but literally pure destroyer damage that we did. But we still made over 900,000 profit, and with 21 points, we made 11,000 Elite Commander XP with gray boosters. So that's a good match for gray boosters anyway.